Hey guys, Sean G. Phillips with a brand new DVD Blu-ray Tuesday Sean Bear today. They're going to go out today, see things came out today, see things are on sale. Today though, new release-wise, the main big thing coming out today is the film The Blackening. That comes out today. I don't know for sure if there's anything exclusive for that one. I don't believe so. Also though, there's a couple other things like catalog titles coming out to 4K. Like, I don't know if they're going to be at Best Buy. I think I saw like Hackers is coming out on 4K and a couple other ones. So we'll see if those ones are at Best Buy. You know, quite often they end up getting like the Shot Factory, Scream Factory ones on 4K. It's kind of like, it's almost like 50% of the time they do, 50% of the time they don't. So we shall see if they got any of those today. I think there may have been like one or two other ones I think I saw that were coming out. Also though, at the end of this video is going to be a whole bunch of brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews, so some things that I've received to review and talk about for you guys as well. So stay tuned for those at the end of this video. But anyway though, guys, let's get going and see what we can find today. Into Target we go. And you guys like when I show the, you know, the full entrance to the door and everything now. So we'll see what we see in here in the front with the books, because as I always say, there's no movies here anymore to see in the front, only the books. We could start peeking at the this $5 area. You know, this is all like $5 and $3 and stuff like that. There are some decent things in here mixed in, like they had some kind of interesting haunted house type things over there. But yeah, maybe we'll start looking at these things now. But yeah, that thing is still, they're still doing that thing too. Look, there's somebody else over there at the books today. So there's actually somebody else looking at them. The first time I think I've ever seen anybody ever looking at them. But yeah, this is all still, I think I said it was called Ultra. For some reason, it's called Ulta Beauty. I don't know. I think Ultra is probably a better name for it. But anyway, we're going to head over, though, to the section and see. Fingers crossed, so hopefully they have some stuff out over there today. We shall see. But yeah, nothing in the actual section was changed out today. All the all the same stuff from last Tuesday and everything. This location, though, it's like so weird. It's so like total like hit and miss when if they do or they won't change the stuff out. Like for a while though, they've been getting better at changing them out, but not today. Not a thing changed whatsoever. But fingers crossed, hopefully the first Walmart will have some stuff out. We shall see though. Into Walmart we go. All right, so we're gonna head back. I've not peeked yet, so I have no idea if they put the stuff out yet. It's a good view to see without any peeking. Oh, well, I see lots of empty spots, but I do see the Blackening though. So at least they put the Blackening out. I see empty spots of like Fast and Furious, Fast X. But that was the only one that's new here. But like I said, they do have the Blackening on Blu-ray here for $19.96 for that one. And then it looks like it's the exact same price. It's one of those rare ones where the DVD and the Blu-ray are identical prices. So the Blu-ray, so the Blu-ray is $19.96, the DVD is $19.96. And the thing that's so crazy is the Blu-ray includes the DVD as well as a digital copy. So like honestly, who would go, I'm going to get this if it's the exact same price? You know what I mean? Like, especially because you're going to get the digital copy and the Blu-ray. So that's kind of a strange thing. But other than that, though, let's see. Anything else new in here today? Let's see. Oh, there is a few things over there that I see. Let's see. Up in here, I see this one up here, Army of the Doomster. I think that might be a new one today for $22.96, and Dead Man's Hand here for $12.96. And then You Hurt My Feelings for $12.96 as well. Other than that, though, that seems to be all the main ones here. And then I did see some of these over here as well. I think these ones just came out today. They have like, they're the brand new slipcovers on these ones. So it's like a Candyman Day of the Dead one here for $9.96. Annabelle. These are like the glow-in-the-dark ones here. There's those things that are like the bane of my existence. Those dragging things. Ugh. I can't stand that noise and everything. It's like, but then they have Carrie, the 3-film collection here, The Birds, The Conjuring, and here's a Saw one with the new cover. These are actually pretty cool new slip covers. So it's the original same, Blu-rays underneath, but these are actually pretty cool ones on these. And then the Cabin in the Woods one, and that's a weird image that they picked for the Cabin in the Woods one. That one's $9.96. And then the 31, that's a pretty cool one for $31. And then, what's that? Then the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. And then the Mist, that's a pretty cool Mist one. A Medea, Blue Medea. I like that video too of Medea. I think it's Tyler Perry dressing as Medea walking around Walmart that's going viral. And he did that weird voice and said it's not him. Who else would that be? I don't know if you guys have seen that, but if he's doing that, that is so crazy. But and then here's because he literally dresses like Medea just for fun and walks around Walmart. And Spiral here, and then the Texas Chainsaw. Which one was? Oh yeah, this was the. What year one was this one from? This is that weird one. I remember that one's $9.96, and then there's a bunch of these DVD ones like the Munsters and Beetlejuice: The Complete First Season, Return to Halloween. So Halloween Town High. So yeah, a bunch of different ones. These are all like the Halloween ones that they put out. So a bunch of new ones of these though today. Into Sprit Halloween we go. I found one of these that was relatively close to my house. There's not a lot of them open yet. A lot of them are opening, at least in this area, in September. But I want to see if they have in here. I probably won't be able to show too much because there's a lot of music, but I want to see if they have these like there's supposed to be these VHS kind of like big box kind of, some kind of clamshell VHS replica things that open up, and I think for I think Killer Klowns and a couple other ones, and I want to see what they look like in person. Look kind of interesting. I saw a few pictures online, but we'll see. We'll see maybe. And there's also a new Killer Klowns gun they're supposed to have as well. So we'll see if they have any of that stuff in here today, though. So we shall see. Yeah, I'll kind of see whatever I can show in here. They have a bunch of stuff for Beetlejuice in here. Look at this hand thing. That's really cool. Like I said, there's a lot of music in here, so you kind of have to kind of show as you can in here. But yeah, this is I was in one of these in a mall about a week ago, and I didn't know about those VHS things yet. So we'll see if I can find those things in here anywhere, though. But yeah, this one seems fully stocked up on stuff. What is that thing in here? It's like somebody like put their thing in there. I don't know what that is. This thing is cool. This Killer Klowns, like, does it light up, I guess? Oh yeah, Try Me. Oh yeah, it lights up. That's really cool. This thing is like, I don't know what this one called. Oh, $39. And this one here, this is a cool one too. These are pretty cool ones in here. Like I said, I'm trying to find where those VHS tape things are. We'll see if I can figure out if they have those in here or not. Yeah, they have this like Spirit exclusive one in here, like a Funko Pop one. That's actually pretty cool. The one, taken in by the cotton candy gun. Those are pretty cool ones. Is this an exclusive one too? No, that one's not. Yeah, that's exclusive too, the Corpse Bride one. Yeah, that one was definitely fully stocked. I didn't see that giant cotton candy gun. Like there was a new one. Like I have the one from years back that they did for Killer Klowns, but there's like a really gigantic one. I didn't see that one in there. They probably are getting per store like maybe one or two of those because they're so big. But in there though, they had these VHS box things. I don't know if there was one for Killer Klowns too. Maybe that's sold, or I'm wrong about that. I will look at other locations just to see, but I got this one because it's the most retro and it works the best as an old school VHS, because they had like a Harry Potter one for it, but the one that was the most retro was the Halloween 2 one. It'd be cool if they did it for Halloween 3 as well, and these are Spirit, collector's box exclusive, so they're only available at Spirit, and they have like a patch, a button, a decal. I'm not going to open it. I just got it because it's really cool in this kind of case, and just cool to have like a, old school, because it's one of the kind of open kind of case ones like this. And I remember like these were like the clamshell ones, like Disney ones were in this, Inspector Gadget, and some of those ones I always remember as a kid were in these type of cases. But like I said, glad to find these ones, because the one that I looked at before, I didn't know to look for these, so they probably could have been in there. I was at one that was in a mall that was open about a week and a half ago, but there's very few that are open, at least in my area right now. But I'll check definitely throughout the season and stuff like that to see any other ones that they have and everything. Into the second Walmart we go. But yeah, in here today though, they have out the some of these ones that I showed in the other location, but it's all really picked over. Look, a lot of stuff's not put out. And then in here too, in this section here, all the new stuff was not out. So you can see the spots for them, like for the Blackening and some of the other new ones. But yeah, nothing at all switched out whatsoever. And then in here too, they sometimes put the newer things here, all the same stuff here, and then same with right here. Nothing new was changed out here as well. So hopefully, at Best Buy, they'll have some of the stuff out today. These are, I don't know if I remember seeing these Expendables ones here at these slipcover ones. Yeah, I don't think I remember those, because they're kind of cool how they fit together like this to make the image. That's kind of cool. When you buy all three of them, you can kind of put them together like that. That's a pretty cool one. And then, yeah, I think that might be a newer one, though. Into Best Buy we go. It's funny in here today, guys. It's almost like they forgot about, like, New Release Tuesday. So, like, I'm basically looking around in here, and I don't see, like, anything. Like, I see, like, all the stuff for the past couple weeks right here. I might end up going to another Best Buy. I don't know, because I'm like, this is kind of ridiculous. Like, look, guys, like, there's absolutely nothing, and then, like, there's nothing new here. It's all the same stuff from last Tuesday right here. So absolutely nothing whatsoever changed out. And, like, yeah, Astrid City was last Tuesday. So yeah, it's like so crazy. Like, there's not a thing, not one single thing at all changed in here today. Well, I actually ended up going to a second Sprit Halloween because I had a feeling that I had seen online one of these ones for Killer Klowns. And then I was even looking at, like, on Reddit at pictures, and people weren't showing that one. It looked like that was the one that was selling out very quickly. So I ended up going to a secondary one and got the one in the Killer Klowns box. So this one's actually really cool. I think that's probably the best one, and then the Halloween 2 one. But I think the other one that there was a Corpse Bride one, which I actually didn't see that one in there. I think that Corpse Bride and then the Killer Klowns are the ones that are going really quick from what I can tell, though. But now I'm going to head to another Best Buy. Hopefully that one, though, will have this stuff out. That's actually why I came out to this area, was to go to the other Best Buy. But I saw there was a Spirit here, so figured I would check. Into the second Best Buy we go. Fingers crossed. Hopefully this one will have out some of the stuff today. Because like I said, the other one, it was as if it forgot that it was Tuesday. But we shall see. Hopefully there'll be some other things in here. Because I feel like there should be some of this, like, Scream Factory stuff. Like that Shout Factory 4Ks. There may have been, like, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if they do carry, like, Hackers on 4K in here. I don't think they probably would for that one. But you never know. So we shall see, though. Yeah, this one actually has out all the stuff in here. So they have the Blackening in here for $21.99 on Blu-ray, $30.99 for the 4K, and they actually have a steelbook for this one. It's actually a pretty cool steelbook for $31.99 for that one. And I see an Enter the Dragon one, but I actually did see on the other side over here, surprisingly enough, they actually had Hackers right here for $29.99. There's no slipcover on this one, but definitely very cool to see that one in here, though. One of the other things in here today, too, was Nightmare on Elm Street on 4K here for $21.99 for that one here as well. But let's take a look, though, over here in the actual section quickly, too, and see if over here if there was anything else here today, too. I am noticing a couple things. I noticed You Hurt My Feelings, which I believe was today. And then other than that, though, I think that's the only other different thing I see over here in this section, though. Yeah, luckily enough, though, that location had out everything in there today, though. But, let me know in the comments below, though, what you guys ended up picking up today on DVD, Blu-ray, or 4K, if you guys ended up picking up anything today. Also, though, let me know anything you guys have seen in theaters lately, if you guys have seen anything as well. This past weekend, I saw a couple of different things. I saw Back to the Strip, the movie with Wesley Snipes. I really liked that movie. That was basically about this kid that ends up kind of helping this strip club kind of come back to life, and kind of basically by helping this one woman. She runs the strip club, but also this hotel, and trying to bring business in to bring back the hotel. I was really excited to watch it too, because Nicole Vegas, who is the producer on the films that I've been doing, like Desert Fiends, and she's also the star of the film as well. She actually has a small part in that movie, so it's cool to see her in the film. And then the other one I saw was Strays, which is one I was really looking forward to seeing. With Will Ferrell in there about the dog going to bite off his owner's. Basically that's the plot. He gets abandoned by his owner, and he goes with other dogs to go after and find Will Forte's character. I loved it. It was so ridiculous. And then the other one that I saw was Blue Beetle. And I didn't really look at the reviews on that one to see what people were saying, but I love that. That was actually really good. And I thought, too, I love the music in it, too. It had, like, really cool, like, kind of like that sort of synth pop wave kind of music that I always like, too. But overall, I would say that, when it comes to the DC movies, it was probably one of the better ones in a long time that I really liked. And the thing is, I know people didn't like The Flash. I like The Flash. I think as a movie, though, Blue Beetle was a better produced film than The Flash. The only thing that I liked more in The Flash was just seeing Michael Keaton back. If Michael Keaton wasn't back in that, I feel like I probably wouldn't have liked that movie in the same way. But anyway, though, guys, now stay tuned for the brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews. And the first one I got here is from Lionsgate, and this is one I give a top recommendation to. This was such a fun movie. Really love this one, and this is the 4K Ultra HD Edition, which includes the 4K, the Blu-ray, and the digital copy of the film, The Blackening. And like I said, if you guys have not seen this movie, this is an absolute must-watch. It's basically about a group of friends that are coming together, you know, for a kind of a party together out in the middle of the woods. And basically, it becomes like this sort of weird, sort of like Saw type thing that happens when they end up getting trapped inside the house. And it's basically this thing saying you have to play this game, and they have to kind of answer these questions and do certain things, and it gets worse and worse and worse as it goes along, because they realize, you know, right in the very beginning too, that this is not some game. This is actually some crazed person that wants to kill them. It's an absolute crazy movie, because it's also much more of like a parody in a sense too, where things are done more over the top and like spoof-like as well, which I really like. I really love like over-the-top horror comedies, and these are like really my kind of films that I really, really like. So definitely thought this was such a fun movie. And the one character too, the one guy was great, the one with the glasses and stuff. His character was my favorite in the movie. Really, really fun movie. He's been in a bunch of different other films lately. But this has on here, though, a commentary track on here with the director and then the writers on the film. It also has on here a couple of different featurettes on the film, as well as a theatrical trailer on this one. But like I said, really fun movie. You know, a great, like I said, kind of more parody-esque, but really fun movie. We're like totally my kind of film. The next one here, this movie, I actually like this one a lot. This is from Lionsgate as well, and this one has Stephen Dorff, Jack Kilmer, and Cole Hauser, and it's a movie here called Dead Man's Hand. You know, also I was happy to see, you know, William McInerney, who I just got to work with on my film, Desert Fiends. He was in here as well. Basically, though, this is about Jack Kilmer's character, and in the beginning of the movie, he ends up stopping this, like, robbery that's going on this, you know, this train, kind of like one of those horse and buggy type thing that's like a robbery that's going on, and he ends up basically killing the guys and then dragging their bodies back in the town. And basically Stephen Dorff is angry about this because the one guy that gets killed is his brother, and basically he ends up taking like revenge on Jack Kilmer's character and basically making his life a living hell. And in the very beginning of the movie, though, he ends up like kidnapping his girl, I think it's his wife or his girlfriend, and it's basically, I don't want to ruin the whole thing, but it's kind of a revenge thing, and I like this a lot. The thing that was kind of cool about this too, and I don't know if it was on purpose or what it was, but there was like this aspect of this movie that really had this like 1970s like Western feel, like almost like the Western movies that were made in the 70s. Like, not all the music, like some of the music Stephen Dorff that he was singing is like, well, take this time, gonna go round, gonna go town in the countryside. I think that's kind of how it went. But then there was this really great like 1970s real old school like kind of Western music in here that I really loved. Like I said, it almost literally sounded like music that was composed in the 70s and dropped into this movie that I really, really liked a lot. The other movie here is one called from Lionsgate as well, called You Hurt My Feelings, and this one has Julia Louis-Dreyfus in this, and it's basically, though, about her character, who's a writer and, you know, has written a number of different books throughout the years. And basically, though, you know, her husband, you know, has always been very much like a cheerleader of the books and always kind of said positive things. And all of a sudden, she starts to realize that maybe some of the things that he was saying that was kind of, you know, hyping up the books or saying positive things were not exactly truthful. And it was more things that he was saying to kind of be nice, but at the same time, he didn't always exactly mean everything, you know, that he was saying. So it was one of those kind of things when she sort of realizes one thing, that maybe, you know, because of something that happens, that maybe he's not been truthful about everything, and kind of starts to question everything. But I thought this was actually a really well done character piece here. It has a comedy track on here with the writer and director on here, as well as a comedy track on here. Well, you know, also Julia Louis-Dreyfus on the commentary as well. There's also a featurette on the movie too. Oh yeah, I meant to mention too, on the Dead Man's Hand, it doesn't mention on the back, but they actually have a pretty good like 20-minute behind the scenes stuff, and it was like it was cool too. It was like an old school behind the scenes. It wasn't just like, you know, people sitting there getting interviewed. It was like actual filming, the, you know, shooting stuff. I really like that kind of behind the scenes stuff. The next one here is from Warner Brothers. They sent over a free copy. Just want to let you guys know that this one is available. And now this is a movie that I know a lot of people had like negative stuff to say about. Like, and I feel like a lot of people didn't go to see this in the theaters, and they kind of like passed it off. And the thing is, like, to me, like, I absolutely love this movie. And the main reason that I like this movie was, honestly, was getting to see, you know, Michael Keaton back as Batman. Like, to me, like, when it comes to all the Batmans, Michael Keaton is like my Batman, because I grew up with that film. That was like the first rendition of Batman I ever saw. And to me, I just feel like Michael Keaton's Batman. So, like, the thing is, to see Michael Keaton back finally as Batman, it's like, just watch it for that. You know what I mean? Like, please, guys, just look at it for those scenes, even if you don't like, you know, the other aspects of this. But basically, though, because, you know, it's stuff that the star had done, and like, it's stuff like that, and made people kind of not want to watch it. But the thing is, though, it's actually a pretty good movie. It really is. And the thing is, I like the aspect of, like, because he tries to fix, the Flash tries to fix, you know, time and change it so he can see his mother, and then it screws things all up. And basically, though, opens up a parallel dimension, and in that dimension he meets the other Batman, you know, which is Michael Keaton, and basically has to try and fix things. There's some grim aspects to this movie too. I like this a lot. I really did. You know, I know some people complain about the CGI and some of that, but I don't know. To me, like I said, Michael Keaton back as Batman makes it worth it all alone just for that. Has on here, though, some featurettes on the film. There's the thing on here about the return of Michael Keaton as Batman, deleted scenes on here. So lots of different features on this one here as well. The next one here, to let you guys know that was available, this is from Sony. And I believe this is, I think, the 4th film in the series. And I know at this point now, Adam Sandler's not involved with the series anymore. But it's like, pretty much for the most part, everybody else, I think, is. All the other people, I believe, you know, I know Andy Samberg, Selena Gomez is still involved, but I believe, like I said, without Adam Sandler was one of the main people that left, though. This is Hotel Transylvania Transformania. And it's basically, though, the characters now that, you know, that are monsters end up getting turned into humans. And Andy Samberg's character, who's a human, he gets turned into a monster. And it's basically, they have to try and figure out how to set things back. I thought it was a fun movie. I like these movies, and this one, I think was made exclusively for Amazon Prime. So I'm glad it has a physical release for this one. It has on here, though, Hotel Transylvania mini movie, Monster Pets, some featurettes on here, Selena versus Andy, Hotel Transylvania quiz on here, filmmakers commentary on here as well. The other one here, this is from moviezing.com. I'll have a link below where you guys can order this one for the best price. It's also from Draft House Films. This is an interesting documentary that Alex Winter, you know, directed, called The YouTube Effect. And it's basically, though, and it was kind of interesting too, because I remember when it comes to me on YouTube, I think I started on here about like maybe 6 months into when it was started, or something like that, really, really early on with YouTube. And I think I first started posting like the Don Murph stuff. Then about like a few months later, I started putting up the DVD updates. So I started up doing these DVD videos, you know, really early on YouTube. They pretty much talked about a lot of the really early stuff on here, and it's basically kind of all about the origins of YouTube, and kind of like the people that have started off early on, and kind of like some of the good and some of the bad and all that type of stuff. And they got some pretty interesting interviews. They didn't get like some of the family vloggers that you would have thought on here, and some of that kind of stuff. And I almost feel like he could have gotten like theme park vloggers. I mean, like, honestly, there's a lot of things on YouTube. You can go into so many areas and stuff like that. But I thought it was interesting, though. The next one here, this is from Turbine Media, and this I can confirm too is region free, so you guys can watch this in US Blu-ray players. So finally available on Blu-ray, and this is the German media book, you know, Cool as Ice, the Vanilla Ice film, Cool as Ice, you know, drop the hero, drop the zero, get with the hero. The classic movie about, you know, Vanilla Ice basically meets that girl, and basically the father's like, you can't be seeing that guy, you know, and he's like, you know, trying to get with her and stuff. It's such a fun movie. I watched this movie so many times. Let me tell you, though, it's like, you know, in no means like the best movie ever made. It's more like a kind of a goofy, kind of over the top kind of film. It has on here, though, feature wise, it has a comedy track on here with Vanilla Ice expert. It has the riff tracks on here as well. It does have an interview on here with Vanilla Ice on the Blu-ray, the bonus disc on here as well. But really great release here for this one. The other one here, to let you guys know that's available, is from Cinephobia releasing here. It's a movie here called Brightwood, and this is one of those movies kind of stuck in one of those kind of time warp, kind of stuck in a weird like area where you can't get out of. It's basically about these two people that are going hiking out in the middle of the woods, and I can kind of relate, because I always like go in trails now and stuff like that, like hiking in trails and everything. So I always think about the idea of like getting trapped out there, and essentially that's kind of what it is these people stuck out there and they can't get out of the woods and there's somebody coming after them. It's a very creepy concept. It has a commentary track on here, original short film The Pond, deleted scenes, and other trailers for other Cinephobia releases here as well. The other one here, this is from Scream Team Releasing, and it's a movie here called Cruel Summer. This is one, I really like this one a lot. This is Scott Temperman directed this one, and what was cool too was, William D. Horton was in the movie, who was in my film that I directed with Lauren Francesca, Pay to Die. He was also in Mistletoe Massacre. So really cool to see him in the movie too, and he played a great part in this movie. Basically, though, it's about a group of these. I think it was supposed to be like. At first I was like saying, what year does this take place? But I think it was like an 80s theme kind of party, but basically a group of people coming together for this like party out in the middle of the woods. And essentially though, there ends up being this crazed, killer out there. He kills one of the friends, takes their mask that he's gonna be wearing to scare them with, and then he goes around, starts going after the kids and stuff like that. I like this one. It definitely has a real old school, like sort of like almost more of a 90s vibe to it as well, like a Scream kind of feel. I liked it. Like I said, I like this one a lot. It has on here a featurette on here, favorite slashers, commentary, behind the scenes, and trailers on this one. And the next one I got here is from Synapse Films, and this is one available for the very first time on 4K. It's the Dario Argento film Tenebrae. Really great movie. This is basically about this Arthur who's promoting his book, in Rome. And essentially, though, why this is going on, there is someone going around killing people in ways similar to his book. And it's basically trying to figure out, what is going on here, and kind of like, and the author is also kind of finds his way kind of roped up in the whole thing because these are going on around him. Great movie. It has on here though the 4K and the Blu-ray. So it does include the version of the movie on 4K as well as on Blu-ray, and then it has the the uncut version, and includes the Italian and English language versions of the film as well. Also has comedy tracks on the film. It has Out of the Shadows, bunch of different interviews on here. Lots of different alternate opening credit sequences on here, theatrical trailers on here. So lots of different features on this release here as well. The other one here to let you guys know that was available from Synapse Films as well is one here called The Black Circle. Here, like I said, just want to let you guys know that this one was available, and this has on here the Haunting original motion picture soundtrack on here as well, and also has a comedy track on here, original teaser trailer, Don't Open Your Eyes original short film, some interviews on here, a behind the scenes featurette, and a still gallery on this one. And the other one here to let you guys know that was available from Cauldron Films. This is another one that I've watched a lot throughout the years. The Lucio Fulci film, City of the Living Dead. And I think this might be one of the first 4Ks that Cauldrons has released. I believe so, because it includes the 4K and the Blu-ray. Like I said, this is the Lucio Fulci film, City of the Living Dead. And this one has on here, disc 1 and 2 has a new commentary by Sam Dahim, a commentary by Trey Herworth and Nathaniel Thompson, archival commentaries on here, on-stage Q&As, some interviews, some trailers on here. So lots of different features on this one here as well. And the last ones here to let you guys know that were available from VCI, there's a couple different ones here. This is the Jack Armstrong 15 chilling chapters here to let you guys know this was available here. And then the other one here from VCI is the one called The Only Way. This one is available as well. And then the last one here from VCI is the Cisco Kid Western movie collection. And this has on here South of the Rio Grande, The Girl from San Lorenzo, Satan Crandall, The Darling Cambrero, The Cisco Kid Returns, The Cisco Kid in Old New Mexico, The Gay Amigo, The Gay Cavalier, Beauty and the Bandit, South of Monterey, Riding the California Trail, and King of the Bandits are included on this set here as well. But anyway though, guys, that was all for the review portion of this video. And like I always say, if you guys enjoy these videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Thanks again for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.